While the world is still buzzing from the impact of last night's presidential debate, we wanted to take a look at how each candidate's performance could sway the decision of the crucial undecided voters who hold the key to this election. Local 5's Larissa Leone spoke with political analysts to gauge their views on whether Trump and Harris were able to win over anyone, both in Iowa and nationwide. Larissa.
Stephanie, 538 has collected 3 national polls and 1 swing state poll since the debate. They all reflect that more people who watched the debate believed Harris won. However, political analysts I spoke with say for those voters who are undecided, the answer of who won and who to vote for may not be as clear. It was the first time our 2 candidates met face to face, and as they met each other, they aimed to have the American people get to know them too. Though David Oman, chief of staff to 2 of Iowa's former governors, says how the debate impacts undecided voters in Iowa has yet to be seen.
To some undecided voters, and there are not a lot of them in this state, probably saw Vice President Harris overperform a little bit, and perhaps former President Trump underperformed.
University of Iowa political professor Tim Hagel says the way Trump and Harris handled themselves on stage says a lot.
We don't really have a solid understanding of what her positions are, particularly given that we've heard a few things from her campaign suggesting that she's changed positions from those that she espoused back in 2019 when she was running for president. Trump managed to get a number of his points into, although he did tend to ramble a little bit. So for him, it was a little bit more like sort of his rally mode rather than a debate mode.
According to a 538 poll, 57% of debate watchers nationally said Harris turned in the better performance. Only 34% said Trump did. But for undecided voters, Hagel says these performances may not be enough to lean one way or another.
So they'll have a tendency to just say, I'm not going to bother. And that's why the campaigns have to work particularly hard to turn out those folks.
Oman believes the debate will be one tool undecided voters use to make their choice, but not the only one.
It isn't always about a 10-point plan to fix anything. Obviously, ads matter, stumping in person, some candidate coming to the state. We haven't seen that in the general yet. All of that matters, and press coverage matters as well.
Also happening last night, Taylor Swift officially announced her endorsement of Kamala Harris, though Hagel says he's not sure her endorsement is going to move the needle. He hopes voters take political advice from experts or do independent research rather than listen to an entertainer. Stephanie.
Some sound advice in there. All right, Larissa, thank you very much.